welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. This video has been a long time coming. I've been saying I'm going to do this video for months now, and finally it is here. These are my top tips for starting a YouTube channel. I know I've had many conversations personally with a lot of you who are thinking about it, and I am here to tell you my top tips on how to go about it, things you need to start, things I wish I knew when I started, advice I would have given my younger self, and things that I'm still working on, things that I know I should be doing and I'm not. So here I am going to tell you everything I know. Hopefully I'll keep it brief and I'll keep it quick and you'll find it really helpful. Before I get started, these are just things that I feel may help you. I have definitely not got the authority on this. It has taken me 4 years to reach 45,000 subscribers, and I know some people who have done that in 3 months. So, you know, listen to me if you want, and hopefully some of my advice is helpful. Tip number one truly is to just go for it. If it's something you just want to do, you want to try, my advice would be put all of your doubts to one side, pick up your camera and film. So tip number two will be film on your phone. It is good enough. Smartphones nowadays have got the most incredible cameras, so do not worry about buying super flash camera equipment. Your phone is perfect. So this is the highly professional phone clip that I am currently using. I currently have 2 of these, one upstairs, one out in my workshop, and this section here clips onto your shelf above your head, and this can then direct your phone directly down onto the work that you're showing on your videos. So tip number 3, when it comes to filming, I would advise you to film in landscape mode, not portrait. Landscape is the best setup for the YouTube platform. If you are filming shorts, video shorts for your YouTube channel, film those in portrait mode. That is the best mode for the shorts. My next tip would be to think about the name of your channel. Took me a while. I ended up doing an online poll and Claire's Crafty Corner was the clear winner, and that is the name I went with. I did a search. Once I decided that was the name I wanted, I did a Google search. There was 2 YouTube channels already using that name, but they hadn't posted in years, and they looked like channels that were set up and were never used again. So I felt confident that I could take this and run with it, and luckily it's worked out. My other advice would be, if you're naming your channel, to use your name in the title. Again, this is a personal preference for me. Sometimes I just feel like it's really hard. Sometimes I'm watching all these channels, I don't really know their real name. So when you end up having a discussion with them, it's, oh, you have to ask what their name is. So for me, it's personal preference. Get your name in there somewhere. And then for the rest of the title of your channel, make it what it's about. So whatever your niche is going to be, whatever your target audience is going to be, get that in there alongside your name. I would say one of the biggest concerns a lot of you guys ask me about setting up a YouTube channel is showing your faces. A lot of you don't necessarily feel confident or happy to show your face on camera, and a lot of you don't like your own voice. I promise you get used to your own voice. People still don't like my voice, and that's absolutely fine. But you do get used to your own voice. But that is tip number 3 for wherever we are on. You do not have to show your face and you do not have to speak. You can actually just use music on your YouTube videos and just show your hands. Having said that, if you are happy to stand in front of the camera, you are happy to talk to the camera and talk to your subscribers the way I am doing right now, my personal preference and the biggest piece of advice I can give is look into the camera lens. There are so many channels on here, and I follow a couple of young girls in America who do the blogging style videos, and they never look into the camera lens. They look at themselves. So this is me right now looking at myself on the screen. You're not getting my attention because I'm not looking in the right place. Again, this is just personal preference. If you feel like you want to be able to talk to and engage with your subscribers, look in to the right place on your camera. My next tip would be niche. When I first started, you would get so many different things every week. You never really knew what you were going to get. So I would say after 4 years of being on YouTube, I have definitely honed in on my niche, and now it's either resin, jesmonite or wood turning. And then everyone knows come Halloween and Christmas, that's when the glue gun comes out, and that's when I get really crafty. One other thing to say about having a niche, you don't really want to go too heavily into a niche, because if you name your channel, for example, Epoxy Resin by Claire, then you're going to get Epoxy Resin by Claire. If in 6 months I think, oh, I'm kind of over this, I really want to try something else, but my channel is called Epoxy Resin by Claire, then I'm just gonna come up against lots of avenues. I have to change my name, I have to rebrand, I have all these stickers, I have all these rubber stamps with my name on. So it's really about finding a YouTube channel name that is going to see you through long term if you feel like maybe in a year you're gonna try something else. I've got some tips now on uploading your videos. So when it comes to uploading your videos, use a searchable title. And by searchable title, I mean, if you wanted to see a video of somebody going in a hot air balloon on a hot air balloon ride, you would type into YouTube hot air balloon ride video. You wouldn't type in, wow, we had a fun day today. Because if you're uploading a video of something you did and you use the title, we had a fun day today, nobody's going to search that title, no one will find your video. Similarly, if you are an artist and you're uploading tutorials, which I do often, I will write my titles in a sense of epoxy resin tray. Epoxy resin tray with gold handles. I will put in a searchable title because that is what people are looking for. If I named my video something completely different, look what I made. It's a less searched title and therefore my videos might not be found. So alongside the title of your video, I would also recommend putting up a really nice thumbnail. I'm still learning about thumbnails. Some of mine could do with a bit of a rejig, but I actually use an app on my phone called Thumbnail Maker, and you go in there and you can create thumbnails for every single social media platform, and it's free to use. You could probably pay for some that will give you better results, but honestly, I use a free app on my phone. I think we're on tip number, I've lost count, but the next tip would be upload regularly. The best way to grow on YouTube is to upload regularly. When I first started, I was watching videos and they said upload 3-4 times a week. That was never going to happen for me. I was working 9 to 5. So the most I could do at that time 4 years ago was 2 videos a week. And even now I've only just gone up to 3 videos a week after 4 years on YouTube. Of course, if you can't manage 2 videos a week, I would say minimum 1. If you are going to set up a YouTube channel and you really want that YouTube channel to grow, 1 video a week is really minimum. My next piece of advice would be stick to a manageable length video. Everyone has a preference now. I can sit and watch a blog. I can sit and watch a vlog 1 hour. I will happily sit there. I will watch somebody go about their day because that is my preference. But sometimes I find it really hard to sit through a 1 hour, 2 hours. Absolutely not. I just can't do it. But again, it's personal preference. If you have the attention span to be able to sit through a 2-hour crafting video, then absolutely fine, go for that. But you have to remember that most people on YouTube have an average view duration. My average view duration is around about 7 minutes. So my videos are usually no longer than between 12 and 18 minutes would be my longest video, because a lot of people do not watch past that 7-minute mark. My last piece of advice would be, when I said upload regularly, once a week minimum. If you can do 2, fantastic, that will help you grow faster. But also try and stick to a scheduled day. Now, I never did, guys, until this year. This is literally the first year on YouTube where I've stuck to scheduled, set, selective days, and I do not veer off unless something comes up and I really get into technical difficulties, or if my laptop plays up and I can't upload a video. So my scheduled days now are Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays, and it is entirely up to you if you do that, because like I said, I've only just started doing that and this is in my 4th year. My final piece of advice would be, if you have decided to go for it, you're going to go for it, you know, reach out to other channels that are of similar niches to yours to collaborate with. Now, again, personal preference. When I first started, I was too scared to ask anyone for a collaboration, and I did not collaborate with another YouTube channel until I had reached 5,000 YouTube subscribers. I just didn't feel confident enough to approach another person. And actually, my very first collaboration was with Live It Like Lisa down in Australia. We are still friends to this day, and I adore the bones off of her. I remember talking to her and I said, I'm so scared, I'd love to do a collaboration. When I reached 10,000, because she was on 10,000 at this point, and I said, when I reach 10,000 subscribers, I'd love to collaborate with you. Because I just felt like I didn't want her to think I was just asking her, even though she's way up here and I'm still a small channel, to collaborate with me just so that I could get numbers. I didn't feel like that was morally okay. But Lisa was like, I don't care about your numbers, let's do a collaboration. And at that time I was on 5,000 and Lisa was on 10. So again, it's preference. I think if you don't ask, you don't get. I do know people that have just started, literally just started their YouTube channel, and they are emailing people with 300,000 subscribers for a collaboration. That's personal preference. I personally would never do that in a billion years. But like I say, if you don't ask, you don't get. Depends on your confidence levels. I am still not there. I would not, even at this stage at 45,000, I wouldn't email anyone on 70,000 and ask them for a collaboration. Find channels similar to yours. Find people with the same upload schedule as yours, because I often get requests for a collaboration. I had one just last week asking if I could do a collaboration with them, and when I checked out their channel, I had to come back and say, look, I'm so sorry, you haven't posted a video in 8 months. We're not the same. Our channels don't really relate to each other. Please come back and maybe ask in a year. If you upload 2-3 times a week for the next year, come back and ask me in a year. And I don't feel bad for saying that, because it's taken me 4 years uploading twice a week to get here. And it's sometimes it's hard when people come to you for a collaboration and they've just set up their YouTube channel on Friday, or they haven't posted for 3 months, because you're really not on the same work page, if that makes any sense. My final piece of advice really would be, enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, it will not last. And the first year is the hardest. That is my advice. For some people that have blown up recently, they literally started YouTube and within 3-4 months they've got 30,000 subscribers. It doesn't always happen like that. It definitely did not happen like that for me. The first year, it was so much fun. I saw it as a hobby, and it was only really in my second year that I started to grow, thinking, okay, this is really actually growing way more than I ever expected it to in the whole of my YouTube life. Statistically, most people quit YouTube in their first year of trying. So my other advice would be, if this is really what you want to do, do not quit. Do not quit. It's taken me 4 years to get 45,000 subscribers. It took me 3 years to get 20,000 subscribers. So in the space of the last 12 months, I've gained 25,000 subscribers. So I could have easily quit in my first year. It took me 1 year to get 800, I think 800. And nowadays people are getting 800 in 2 months. So just don't quit, persevere, keep going, upload regularly, schedule your days, have fun. That is the main thing. I hope you found this video helpful. I feel like I've rambled for 3 hours, but I'm going to try and get it right down into a really quick video for you guys. And yeah, any other questions, just let me know. And I haven't gone into the technical side of editing and all of that, but yeah, if you want any more information, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.